A month ago, I made a video about the miracle port of Cyberpunk 2077 on the Switch 2. But how did CD Projekt Red actually pull it off? How do you fit a massive open-world RPG with high-end visuals, canny riffs, and an entire expansion onto a tiny 64GB cartridge and make it run smoothly on a handheld? Well, today I'm diving into a brand new interview from July 19th, published by The Mirror, where CDPR's VP of Technology explains exactly how they made the impossible happen. I'll put the link down in the description if you want to read the full article. So let's not waste any more time. Hi everyone, it's Alex, and today we are breaking down the interview together in case you don't feel like reading it yourself. So we learned that the idea started with a visit from Nintendo. They dropped by CD Projekt Red's HQ and said, hey, we've got this new platform coming. And according to Charles Tremblay, nobody said yes right away, but you could tell everyone wanted to. Tremblay inherited the task of figuring out if it was even possible. So he locked himself in a room and basically said, will it run and will it actually be good? And surprisingly, yeah, it didn't take long before they had a triangle rendering on screen. It's a classic way to check that the engine is working properly on a new hardware. From there, the ambition kicked in, Cyberpunk 2077 on Switch 2. Day one, no compromise. One of the biggest challenges for studios working with new hardware is getting access to dev kits. But CDPR, they only needed one or two to get started. Once the prototype worked, Nintendo and marketing were on board and they scaled up gradually. Surprisingly, the port itself wasn't the hardest part. According to Tremblay, they got things running pretty quickly, whether docked or handheld. But the real challenge, fitting the entire game plus Phantom Library onto a single 64GB cartridge. So here's what they did. They removed duplicate assets, compressed video files, they reduced resolution where it made sense, and most importantly, limited language options on cart. By default, you get a single language on the cartridge, and if you want another, you download it separately. It's a small compromise that still respects the game's global fanbase. One of the engineers, Adrian, is apparently a hardcore physical collector, and he really didn't want the Switch 2 version to be just a download code in a box. So the team doubled down on their mission. No missing expansions, no half game, everything should be playable from the cartridge. And they actually pulled it off. So, will other studios be able to do the same? Tremblay is optimistic, but also realistic. He points out that Cyberpunk's universe is only getting more demanding. More assets, higher quality, bigger worlds. So yeah, 64GB might not cut it for future titles. They are hoping microSD express cards gets bigger and cheaper because, let's be real, games aren't getting smaller anytime soon. Tremblay also spoke openly about the game's journey from disaster launch to fan favorite. He said that the original big issue was the mechanical hard drives. They just couldn't stream data fast enough. But once SSDs became the standard on PS5, Xbox Series and PC, CDPR could finally fix things. He credits the Edgerunners update for bringing players back. Then 2.0 changed the game again, and Phantom Liberty pushed it even further. Now, he says they finally made the Cyberpunk they always wanted to make. And one of the most interesting things he had, if the game had been a hit at launch, it might never have become what it is today. And yeah, I think the drive to redeem themselves after the rocky launch ended up making the game even better. So yeah, Cyberpunk 2077 on Switch 2 is not just a miracle port, it's the final piece of the game's redemption arc. From jank to glory, from memes to masterpiece, and now you can play it on the go. If you got the new Switch 2, this is probably the wildest flex on the platform for now. And if you want a full breakdown of Update 2.3, which is also available on Switch 2, I made this video right here that you might enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you picked up the Switch 2 version. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.